Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Savjz showing off a fun little niche APM strat. You know, you get the golden Hoggar in the middle of the game and you're like, alright, let's go, APM pirate time. But sometimes you just don't get the scaling pirates. You don't get the peggies, you don't get the looters, you don't get to a state where you can really take advantage of cycling tons of pirates. But sometimes you can make something else work. Back in the olden days, there was a niche little Calicos build where you'd cycle battle cries along with Bran with Hoggar on the board. Nowadays, we can go toward Darkgaze, Agam, and then just go the Quillboar route. Turns out that when you can play tons and tons of cards on the board, Darkgaze is a really, really good card. And Golden Hoggar is the best way to play tons of cards at once. Alright, enjoy. Alright. Once again, we go 3-on-3 and we get bad minions, but at least this time we get gold. So it's like, that's a different minion. Later. Maybe? Just not good. It's more like highly situational. Nice pairs, yo. What cards? I don't hate Salty. I don't think I like Amalgam enough to take it. Interesting. You ever take Captain over a Gambler? No, right? We just take a 5-star next turn with the Golden Gambler. Then we have 6 gold to play and we get a buff the looter too. Oh boy. You gonna see Gojira tomorrow? Dude, I'm jealous. What a fun show. Gojira's amazing live. Gotta see Gojira open for Avenged Sevenfold Metallica like 4 to 5 years back. Gojira's nuts. It was awesome. They're amazing, yeah. That sounds like a fun show. Interesting. On the Swolfen pair as well. Alright, no value off first triple. We can play Urzul and Kathy and Trickster. We can play Muro and just like Godzilla. I believe Godzilla was the original name of Gojira. But they changed with the times, dude. They changed with the times. Seems like a pretty reasonable change to me. George staying on 3. Not with time, with copyright. Interesting. But like, isn't that also with time? Are you telling me something is without respect to time? I think time works. Yeah, copyright's a real reason. Also, realizing that your band name is offensive is also usually a good play. That's usually the pivot. You want out of that. Just like Eskimo Callboy recently rebranded to what were they? Electric Callboy, and then they tried. I think they're changing again now. I don't hate Bootlegger. Yeah, Eskimo Callboy rebranded their name. I really like leveling the 5 here. just so expensive. Oh well. Got the blood gym at least. Like, we're not that weak. We're just little weak, not big weak. It's mishearing of the word Gojira. Yeah, it's just like at a certain point you just steer into what you're doing, what your message is going to be. And like Gojira's messages oftentimes center around environmentalism, and also, you know, if you want to copyright in countries where Godzilla is copywritten, that's a big deal. No one seems smart. I like money in other countries. Bofur, I didn't know Gojira sang songs that were related to environmental catastrophe. What do you think Toxic Garbage Island is about? I don't think we care about this triple, honestly. Like, I'd rather play toward Hoggar and shit. Interesting. That's a lot better of a triple. It's a little expensive. We'd have to sell 3 for it. Bofur, so what you're trying to tell me is that Killing in the Name is a song about the police? What are you trying to say? So lucky? Yeah. But it was Paul Ryan's favorite band. Getting too political? You're saying that talking about environmentalism is political? I don't buy that one. Oh my god, the dream! Can we do it? Can we live the dream? I love trees. I think most people like trees. Trees are good for the world. Trees are... Let's just say trees are good. Do you like Ukraine? Do I like Ukraine? As a country, I think all people have human rights. Not a radical take. I am against the environment. That's your political stance. I want to burn it all down. Anti-trees. Pro-trees stance. What a risk. I know, right? I don't talk politics too much, but like, environmentalism is not politics. Trees good. Cancel Bofur. All right. Yeah, obviously this is murder for a turn. Fine, whatever. At least we only take 12. Yo, Rails, thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. Oh my god. I think I like the taunt for now, actually. Yeah, right. Worst takes ever, Bofur. Trees good. Human rights good. Oh, we need like a turn to get online. So we're gonna keep that for the turn. All right, we're back. Yo, DIFM, thank you for the 100 bits, dude. Haven't you seen the news from the deep state? A couple of redwoods out in the California are operating a drug ring. We had a conversation on the war on drugs yesterday. How did we not get to the point about talking about redwood trees are actually winning the war on drugs? That's what's the problem, right there. The term deep state still baffles me as a person not from the US. Don't worry, from the standpoint of a person in the US, the word deep state still baffles me too. We're not less confused, we're just more disappointed. Oh shit, man. This is a funny conversation. I like it. I kind of get it, but like what? Yeah, I mean, there's an extreme version of it that is conflated on the internet, and then there's like thinking that people do not have, or government officials don't have the best interests of their people, and like most people can get behind that as a concept. That part people can get behind. A very reasonable take. Where are my necrolites? I want to live the dream. I want to have all the fun. Why can't you just let me have all the fun? Are we scared of this? Who is the War and why do people care if he's on drugs? War is a band. Similar to Guar. Pretty close in terms of the letters. And they're probably all on drugs. War on Drugs is also a band? True, actually. War on Drugs is also a band. Oh, shit. I heard KFMFDFMM is a drug against war. Yeah, we're pretty much there with that acronym. I can work with it. War bad in K? True. War bad. Human rights good. I thought war was one of the 4 horsemen. Yeah, but like also just hills on guitar. Oh, it's like the devil went down to Georgia. Alright, we're living the dream. We got a golden Hoggar. And we got a Darkgaze and an Agam. It's the best of Malgadon board. Do you like body count? That's the Ice-T band, right? I've seen them live once. I thought they were good. I wouldn't say that I go out and listen to them very often. But they're definitely interesting. Alright, it's either Necrolite or I gold the Agam if we see it. I don't care about Salty Looter as much as the Necrolite or the Agam here. Necrolite is just the shit though. Another Hoggar is also the shit, but can't have everything. How about nothing, is what Bob says. Would you like nothing? Body count? Yeah, body count's pretty solid. Suicidal tendencies? Yeah, suicidal tendencies a little bit older at this point, but also killer. Good Omens? An awesome show? I have not watched Good Omens. This is very Appalachian. It makes me feel at home. Yeah. I took a chance today and tried to change the dynamic with the music on Saturdays. You know how Saturdays have gone recently? That it's just a little bit different dynamic in the chat. And I figured, you know what? I'm just going to head it off, change things up and see what happens. And it's worked relatively well today. Had fun conversations. Been a little bit different. Holding out for Metal Mondays. Maybe at some point. I'd love to do a little bit of variety and that kind of stuff, but metal's a little extreme for the average person. Instrumental metal, prog metal, might be able to make it work. Why can't we just be APM? Why can't I just be APM, guys? Why can't we find Necrolite? Metal Gaze is chill. Black Gaze? Black Gaze is pretty chill as a genre. Why aren't you Necrolite? Oh my god, it's a Necrolite. We can probably wait till next turn, right? Any interest in power metal? Not generally. Not the genre that I go to. You get a 43/43 buff off the Agam. Power metal in general, it's fun live. It's just not my general preference. I mean, I can listen to a little Sabaton or whatever. A little let's see, who's another power metal band that I saw live? Sabaton's obviously a little more niche, more like a show than a power metal band. Power Trip? Power Trip's fun. Power Trip's good. Trying to think who else I've seen live that was power metal. Synonymous to electromagnetism? Yeah, actually. We didn't get the full APM, because if we get full APM, we just cycle and we get the pig buffs. And then we can take Necrolite and Cookie every time we see it and then dupe the stat line. It's so strong. You can get like 1,000 stats on the board if you get full APM and live long enough. Obviously, that's the case for any APM comp, but it's just another way to play APM Pirates. You just play APM Quillboar. Powerwolf? I have not seen Powerwolf. Dragon Force? I don't know what to consider Dragon Force, to be honest. They're more technical metal. Speed metal? The modern version of speed metal, maybe? Another Kooky! Should pick it up preemptively, right? Everybody's Quillboar boards. We can outscale them. Five left. Highest number on the board is 51. 56. I guess we can just do it this way. Hey, look, it's 56 bigger, and this didn't get any smaller. Crazy. Could try to use the gold to level here. We could just roll. Wait, what? It's almost like blood gem snapshotting is important. We should freeze that. In fact, we might even be incentivized to pick it up, or nah. Yep, Kooky swap into Necrolite. Kooky snapshots the stats, so it can't go below that point. And then pulling the blood gems off of it. You see where we are. So every time we find a Kooky plus a Necrolite, we can take whatever the biggest blood gem stack is. Right now it's 60. It'll be this one most likely by that point. And take that buff additive to something else too. So what makes this comp so strong is like, sure, we can get the passive stats by just, you know, Darkgaze plus the bullshit. But every time we find one Kooky plus one Necrolite, we get to take the biggest stack and dupe it onto something else. We just didn't get to go full APM, because if you go full APM, you can find like a Kooky and a Necrolite a turn and just keep doing it over and over and over again. It's really funny. It's really good. I don't think we level. We just take the end of this, play the cards through. We look for one Necrolite. It's pretty close to level for 2 gold, but once we committed the Tunnel Blaster, feels bad. Bran. Kooky. You're not Necrolite. You want to dump every last stat on the board? Nah, we still get, like, if we reroll, we still get the blood gem proc, so like we'll just level here and put the ghoul down. It's a hell of a ghoul. Alright. Why Kooky with Necro? So the way that Kooky Chemist works is that it swaps the stat line of units on the board. What that works from the fundamental side of the game, or how that works, is that the minion stats get set to this number swapped. Once you use the blood gem removal from Necrolite, you can't drop below that minion. It's newly created with that stat line. So like this thing has 63 blood gem buffs on it. If we use a Kooky on it and then we use Necrolite beside it, we can take that 63 off and it drops to whatever it's the hit points that was set to by the Necro or the Kooky Chemist. Bubble first? Nah, that's really bad. Don't put bubble first. You're fighting a George. Is it a bug or a feature? It's a feature. It's been in this game since Vol'jin was added, or since Quillboar were added. Like, it's always existed. Why not put gems on Agam? What gems have we played? What gems have we targeted? What's the reason not bubble first? It's George. Leroy? You think the George is Leroying? You think that's the read? You think he's... What do you think's on the George board? Where's the Leroy fit? A non-divine shielded Leroy still dies to the ghoul. And you think he's divine shielding Leroy? And hiding it? Unlikely. Possible. Like, all this does is bump something. You leave yourself open to be cleaved in position 1. You leave yourself open to not kill the ghoul on the opening hit, or whatever he tries to do. First with Zephyr is good practice. Yeah, we just hit Golden Hoggar. Anything's possible when you have infinite gold. We didn't get to infinite, but, you know, we had a lot of gold.